And I want to say, I think you're well on your way to manifesting what you're looking for. So continue doing what you're doing. And more than anything, I think one thing I noticed about you is your positive energy and that vibe about you, that aura that you bring. So I think that's something that if you share with others, I think it's going to be well received. So
man, much gratitude, Josh.
Yeah.
Anti Procrastination Experiment. Sunday night, we just out here washing the whip. Probably gonna hit the streets, get some good street interviews, get some content tonight. It's been about 2 weeks or so since I've been taking my YouTube journey serious again. Now, y'all know if y'all, for my community that's been on the channel for some time now, that was with me, you know, for season 1 of the podcast. Y'all know this is not the first time I'm taking YouTube seriously.
Make it. So, you know, with that being said, martial arts teaches you the art of channeling your energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cut weight, you gotta focus, you gotta go and train every day and get beat up on by the master, by other people, you know, higher than you, at a better level than you. And that teaches you to humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what you look like or how you look when you getting choked out, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or how that other nigga might be fat as hell and out of shape, but he's nice with them moves, you did? Just like you was telling me earlier how you had sparred with Big Buddy.
Right.
You slacked up, you thought he was...
Hey, shout out my man Joy Beltran.
You slacked up.
If y'all never heard of the Bare Knuckle Brawling Championships, man, check that out. There's some real...
Hey, tell her what happened when that bell rung.
I'm gonna give him the story. I gotta give him the background first. You know, the Bare Knuckle Brawling Championship, you got guys boxing with no boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Real tough guys, you will say, you know.
Yeah.
So one day a friend of mine, shout out Eli, invited me to a new boxing gym I had never been before. And I showed up, so I got a guy in the ring.
Yeah.
Now, my eyeball test, you know, according to my eyeball test, you know, I would almost say I underestimated him, you know.
For sure.
Looking at him, he wasn't the most muscular, he wasn't the most fit. But let's just say, when the bell rang, I was drowning. I was underwater. For y'all that don't fight at all, that's terminology for man. I was fighting for breath. I was underwater, like the man was hitting me with everything but the kitchen sink. And you know, and in terms of mastering, staying on point with mastering your energy, you know, for the first minute of that round, I definitely was not mastering my energy. I forgot about my breathing, you know, but it took one moment to snap back into mastering my energy and concentrating and remembering my technique.
Yeah.
And from there, it goes into how I view fighting to mastering your energy.
Yeah.
Because when you fighting, it takes your whole being. It takes your body, your mind, your soul. So it's like to give your all to something. You know, it's almost like an out of body experience.
It is. Yeah, I mean, that's what life is. And that goes all the way back to earlier. It correlates to earlier what we were saying. And, you know, about the women. You know, what boxers say? What's the saying a lot of boxers say when they training for training camp?
Oh yeah, they leave the women alone for training camp. They preserve their energy. They preserve
energy, bro.
Right.
And when you in that ring, like me personally, I compete. You know, I compete at jiu-jitsu right now. I'm probably like 189, but my competing level is 180 with the outfit on. So that means I got 75, 170.
I gave you a topic like master your energy.
Come on, let's do it.
You can make a song.
Let's do it.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? We got a mic. We got a mic.
What you want me? Master my energy. Master my energy.
Don't give too much. Don't give too much. Don't give too much.
You gotta trigger your anger.
But I say this is the most seriously I've ever taken it. And This is the most seriously I've ever taken it, and we plan on keeping this thing consistent and riding this thing on out, you know. Since I have started the Anti Procrastination Experiment, which is me over the next 90 days getting things done, as I've been saying, which is really an idea which came from the book, The 12-Week Year.
The 12-Week Year. It's a book I found, or actually one of my good friends told me about. It's a book on being productive. The idea of the book is to take 1 year's worth of productivity. You take a goal that you want to accomplish in a year and you shrink it down into 12 weeks. So the Anti-Procrastination Experiment is my 12-week year, right?
Well, you take your yearly goals, you break them down. Excuse me, y'all. You break down your yearly goals, and then you shrink that year. You shrink that year down into 12 weeks. So whatever you want to get accomplished in a year, you essentially are now trying to get that done in 12 weeks, like I just said, 90 days. So the Anti-Procrastination Experiment is my 12-week year. And a lot of people with YouTube channels, it's some people who had their channels for years and don't get monetized. I'm one of them. I've had my channel for more than a year, a few years now probably. But the point that I'm making is my goal for the year was to get my channel monetized. But when I started my 12-week year, I said, you know what? My goal is to get the channel monetized in 12 weeks. So now that I am taking the YouTube more serious, more consistent, creating content, you got moments like these where when I would have just came out here and washed the car by myself, now I'm washing the car with you and just talking you through the experience of taking my YouTube more serious. Maybe you thinking about starting a YouTube, or maybe you just wondering, hey, why Stan posting so much now? Yeah, this is me, you know, just. And what I learned, the cool thing about YouTube, of course, when you start out, it's all about getting subscribers or growing your community and building your network. But my most enjoyable part of these past 2 weeks or so has been holding myself accountable, and the discipline it's been requiring of creating the content, editing the content, posting it on a regular. You know, their routine has been fulfilling. And also, you know, connecting, getting out, building my community face to face with the people, connecting with people, you know, is also very fun and fulfilling. So now when I'm creating the content, I got you in mind. You know, it's not just making content, it's like actually communicating with my people through the content, and we building, you know? So my review of my performance, you know, as we talk about those making action steps, and that you can't just judge yourself by the results, right? You can't just judge yourself by the points that you score per se, or the wins and losses, or what's on the scoreboard. Sometimes you have to judge yourself by the work you putting in and how accountable you keeping yourself. Are you getting your shots up? Are you getting your reps up? Because even if you're not achieving the numbers or the goals right away, you know, you can start to develop confidence first in the work that you're putting in. And as you start to maybe even miss shots or take some L's, you start to get the feedback and know the things that you need to change and the adjustments that you need to make in order to, you know, reach those goals. So I would say for my first 2 weeks, I'm getting in the routine of creating content, editing the content, posting the content, putting myself on a schedule. While I have not gotten the volume of new subscribers I would have liked, I know it's because I haven't gotten out to the community as much as I would have liked to over this past week. A big part of that was in portion, a big part of that was due to the rain in Miami, man. We had some stay-at-home orders. It was like, man, if you don't got nowhere to be, stay in the house. Flooding, a lot of flooding throughout the city, man, trying to make your way around the city. So saying that to say, this past week, I think we may have gained like past week and a half, no, the past 2 weeks, we may have gained about 20 or 25 subscribers, which we grateful for. Welcome all of y'all new 25 subscribers to the community, man. We welcome y'all. Come master y'all energy with us. But with that being said, over the next week, I plan on getting out more, communicating, meeting people face to face, and really just seeing how y'all mastering y'all energy out there, what y'all manifesting during y'all 12-week year, and how y'all overcoming procrastination. Because after all, this is the Anti Procrastination Experiment. Anti Procrastination vlog. I just got done working out at Boxer, and I just ran into 3M the guy. You feel me, Mr. Organic? In the flesh. I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. Yeah. So I'm doing this series right now. It's called the Anti Procrastination Experiment. It's a 90-day series where I'm not procrastinating on anything. I'm talking about anything I didn't do for the past day, week, months, years, any dreams and stuff I've been trying to manifest. 90 days, we going all in, anti-procrastination style.
That's tough. Yeah. I'm a procrastinator. Like, I'm up after a lot.
Right.
I get a lot of stuff done. If I did procrastinate, I'll have a lot more done.
One of the ones, man. Yeah, we back with 3. We all do struggle with procrastination. My question for you is, when you do struggle with it from time to time, you obviously you execute on a high level with everything you got done. Like, what are some things you do to overcome those bouts with procrastination? How do you activate?
I just hit a button in the back of my head that says, fuck it, I'll just go. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever I gotta do it today. Bang, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
Just get up and go. Put your feet on the ground. The main thing, put your feet on the ground and go. Whatever come after that, it's on you.
Yes,
but putting yourself in motion, most of the time it's gonna take care of it.
Yes.
Just go, just do it. Don't think about it, just get up and go. You know what I'm saying? I know it'd be like burdensome, like, I gotta get this. I got, like, one time I had my license that was like suspended for like 10 years, right? And I'm procrastinating and going to the DMV and do all this. And then finally I go up there like, fuck it, whatever I gotta do, I gotta go up there. I gotta get a birth certificate, I gotta find my social security number, gotta get this, blah, blah, blah. And I got it all done.
Right.
10 years away and I got it done within a week. So I say that to say this, whatever it is in life you're going through right now, just get up and go, face your fears, face whatever is in front of you, because you gotta go through it anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna die anyway, so let's do it.
Ain't it amazing how when you procrastinate for 10 years, then you actually activate on the task, it probably take like a week to do.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Like, even like, think about this. I tell everybody out there, because you know, a lot of us sometimes we have a crib, we be like, look, dirty, and she be like, damn, I want to clean this motherfucker up.
Right.
Next time you clean your crib, count how long it took. It probably don't take you less than an hour. You
17 minutes.
17 minutes.
Yeah.
And you were sitting around for 3 weeks, and that motherfucker dirty.
Looking at them socks and drawers
Right.
and all that.
It don't take no time.
Real talk. Real talk.
I'm trying to tell you, so the smallest task, and how I beat procrastination, how I stay moving forward, a little thing I picked up that goes above and beyond, like thinking. Wake up every morning, fix your bed. Do that.
Other takeaways I've gotten in the past 2 weeks. A lot of people are responding positively to the movement, you know? The more I talk to people, the more I realize that procrastination is a real thing. And although it's a real thing in my life, and I sometimes joke about it, but it's a serious issue amongst us because we all have things that we working to manifest into our life.
A lot of things I'm looking to manifest: wealth, prosperity, better physical body, physical health. You know, more abundance for myself and my friends and my family. And I think those are the main things I'm really focused on manifesting right now. Yeah,
Nope.
my physical health and my finances and my wealth. Yeah.
You know, of course, I always preface manifestation and getting new and bringing new things into our life with. I preface that with gratitude, because first you got to be grateful. You got to be grateful for the things that you have in your life. But after we take that after we get that understood first, the gratitude is necessary. Then we start talking about the things we manifesting in our life. And you gotta overcome procrastination, man. You can't procrastinate. You gotta take action. You gotta activate. Because blessings fall out the sky, they do, but they fall out the sky to the people that are doing the things to attract them as they fall out the sky. And you know, if it's some work that you're supposed to be doing, you want to do it. If it's some energy that you're supposed to be putting out into the universe, to the world, you need to do that. So those blessings that are for you can get to you. You don't want somebody else to be getting your blessings. I know we say, if it's for me, it's for me, it's for me. That is true. That is true. But you know, you also got to say that faith without works is dead. So if you're not doing the work to attract your manifestations, then I personally think you just thinking wishfully if you think they're gonna show up at your doorstep. I think you got to participate in your blessings. You know, you got to unwrap them. You know, but that's just my thoughts. The Anti Procrastination Experiment. I think I've been talking about it over the past week or so. The best method for me to overcome procrastination, outside of saying just do it, just activate, is make an action plan. One of my favorite quotes came from Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln said, if you gave him 4 hours to chop down a tree, he would spend the first 3 hours sharpening the axe. Abe Lincoln said if you gave him 4 hours to chop down a tree, he would spend the first, let me bring this back again as I think about this. This is so appropriate for the topic. Abe Lincoln said if you gave him 4 hours to chop down a tree, he would spend the first 3 hours sharpening the axe. Now, how many of us, if they gave you 4 hours to chop down a tree for $1 million, how many of us will wait and procrastinate for the first 3.5 hours on Instagram? You know, or doing whatever it is you do to waste your time. How many of us will spend 3.5 hours and then the last 30 minutes you want to turn up, you want to activate? Well, Anti Procrastination Experiment is about taking a page out of Abe Lincoln book and saying, we know we got 4 hours, so to speak. Well, Anti Procrastination, we got 90 days to work. We're gonna start sharpening the axe from day one, and that's what we've been doing, just sharpening the axe, prepping to chop down the tree, right? So I want you to take that parable, that short story from old Abe Lincoln, and apply it to your life. So whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to get accomplished, just sharpen your axe. Improve yourself. You are the axe. Read some books, work out, eat better, master your energy, as we say. Master your energy community. You got to take the first 3 hours to master your energy so that when it comes to that fourth quarter, that fourth hour, and the game on the line and you got to chop that tree down, you know, you're gonna knock it down in fewer swings of the axe. And that's an example of not just working hard, but that's working smarter and working harder. I encourage everybody to think out, sit down, take out a piece of paper and think about how you want your next 90 days to look. And write that down on paper. After you write that down on paper, well, let's check that. Write down what you want to have in 90 days, whatever it is. Not limited to anything. Write down what you want to have. That's column 1. Column 2, write down what you have to do. Column 2 is writing down what we have to do to get what we want in them 90 days. And then column 3 would be, who do we have to become? Who do we have to become to chop that tree down in 4 hours, right? Now, if you write down those 3 columns, you write down those 3 columns on that piece of paper, and that's your blueprint for the next 90 days. That's your 12-week year, you know? And then from there, you got your blueprint for how you're gonna chop your tree down. You're gonna get your stuff done in 90 days, right? Me, I'm gonna go wipe these wheels down, hit the whip with some Armor All, go vacuum the car out, and we gonna get out and we gonna touch the community and build this Master Your Energy community one brick at a time. So we signing off. Master Your Energy. And get something done today, man.